Hello, we are live today. We're here for a live English lesson. Welcome back to Real English with Real Teachers. We are here today to give you a great lesson about how to ask indirect questions in English. We've just got back from a great trip to Russia. Hello to all the lovely Russians who made us feel so welcome in Russia. And people say that Russians are very direct. They're very to the point. So they ask very direct questions. One student actually asked me a fascinating question when we met our students there. She said, "Do you have any addictions?" And I couldn't believe it, but it was a fantastic question. But it was very direct. She could have said, "I was wondering if you have any addictions." So we're going to tell you how to make these kind of questions, because when you come to the UK, you need to try to be indirect so that you don't offend people, because we're quite sensitive souls. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. But it's not just me. I'm here with my partner in crime, Charlie. How are you, Charlie?
I'm very well, thank you. Yes, I'm packing up. So apologies for the terrible looking background. I've got everything here ready to go. I'm coming back to England, but not for too long before I head off to Australia. It's been a stressful week for me, but I'm happy to spend a bit of time focusing on what I love, chatting with my best mate and giving you some English. So yes, as Harry said, indirect questions. Russians, this is particularly for you, but there are also many nations out there that could find this useful when coming to Britain, and how to be particularly British, very polite, and the way that we love to speak.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is how we are. We're very indirect souls. So we're going to teach you how to do that as well. Charlie, who is the sponsor of this video today?
So we have a very kind sponsor from Lingoda. These are the guys that are bringing you today's education. I was going to say entertainment, but it's education primarily. Lingoda are an online language learning platform that do private classes and group classes for you guys to learn English, business English, German, Spanish, or French. And they've got a fantastic opportunity for us that we'll talk about in a second. But I use them for my Spanish, and I love being able to interact with people of different levels. You can choose what level you want to go into to make you feel confident when you need it, and then give you a challenge when you also need that. Because, you know, you've got to have some balance when learning languages.
Absolutely. It's very, very, very important to have a balance and also a bit of a structure. The great thing about Lingoda is you have to take a certain number of classes every month as a part of your subscription. And that's really good to keep you on track and to keep your learning consistent. So when you learn a language, it's really important that you're doing something daily. That is so essential. If I had to give my students one piece of advice for them to take their English to the next level, it's that they do it daily. That's so important. And Lingoda are just about to start their next marathon, which gives you the perfect opportunity to do that. So in the language learning marathon, which you can still take part in, there are not many places left, and we are running out of time now. It starts very, very shortly, but you can still join this marathon. If you take part, and if you take one lesson every single day for 3 months, which is definitely doable if you put the time aside, Lingoda will reward you, not only by helping you to get a better English level and to become a more confident speaker of English, but also the cherry on top is that they will actually give you a full refund. So you will take 90 lessons, 90 hours of speaking. Imagine how much that will help your confidence and your fluency. They will actually give you all of your money back if you attend all of those classes, which I think is incredible, and you shouldn't miss out on this.
Exactly. So I really want to do it with my Spanish. Because I'm moving at the moment, I would miss out. So do think about whether it's a possibility for you. But if you have the time, it's one of the best opportunities we've seen on the market. So we love promoting it, and we hope that you take advantage of it. Make sure if you do, act quickly, because it's coming to a close, or the starting point is coming soon. So yeah, check out the description box below, and we will help you out with the starting point. So let's get back to the video. Indirect questions. Harry, how are we going to do indirect questions today?
Good question, Charlie. I just want to mention that I'm definitely going to do the marathon. I've decided I'm going to do the half marathon because I can't commit to doing 30 lessons a month. I'm going to do the half marathon, which means you have to do 15 lessons a month for 3 months, and then Lingoda give you 50% of your money back. So guys, just to remind you, we only have 18 days, 8 hours, 16 minutes, and 10 seconds to sign up for this. So if you want to join, just use our code in the description box, and you can join the marathon for free. So you join for free. You don't need to pay a fee to enter. And then you can take part and choose the full marathon or the half marathon.
Fantastic. Okay, so indirect questions. We're going to focus on a similar plan that we did before with question formation. And we're going to give you the answer to a question, and you have to guess the proper question. But of course, it's got to be indirect. You can give us the direct question, but then make sure you turn it into an indirect question. And those are the ones that we will be focusing on. So Harry is also going to give some examples, and I will give some examples of his. But yeah, we're going to have some fun with this. So shall I go first, or do you want to go first, Harry?
Yeah, I'd like you to go first.
Okay, so you want me to give you my answer to the question?
Okay, so you give me the answer, and then myself and you guys watching, we need to guess the questions, but they need to be indirect. They need to be indirect to Charlie's answer. So Charlie, give us your first answer, baby.
Okay. My first answer is 3 p.m. 3 p.m.
Okay, 3 p.m. Okay. So my question is, would you mind telling me what time you went to bed last night?
That would be crazy. 3 p.m. Would you mind telling me though?
3 p.m.
PM. 3 p.m. in the day.
Okay. I was wondering what time you knock off today.
Oh, I was wondering what time you knock off today. To knock off means to finish work.
That's it. To knock off. This is very informal British English. I don't think they say this in America. Knock off. They don't say that. So yeah, I knock off. Last night I knocked off at 6. It's not sexual.
No, that would be to knock one out, but we won't go there. We won't go there.
Well, you've already gone there.
Yeah, well, we don't need to explain anymore. Okay, so no, it's not what time do I knock off today. It's not that. But Harry said a nice indirect, we're going to call them indirect question clauses, or an indirect clause. So he said, would you mind telling me? Is that what you said?
Yeah, would you mind telling me?
Good. Would you mind telling me what time you knock off today? So Hugh has said, I was wondering when you got up this morning. Very good indirect question. I was wondering when you got up this morning. Brilliant. Good work.
Really good. Sorry to interrupt you. So what Hugh has done there, he's done a perfect indirect question. So normally that question, Charlie, if it wasn't direct, if it was direct, how would you ask that question?
If it was a direct question, how would I answer it?
How would you ask it?
Okay. What time did you get up this morning? What time did you get up this morning?
Okay, so you've used did, right? So you use the auxiliary verb did, but Hugh doesn't use did. So when we change a direct question into an indirect question, we have to remove this auxiliary verb. Simple as that. I was wondering when you got up this morning.
Brilliant, brilliant. It's not the question though. It's not the question. I'm not that lazy. Not that lazy. I'm quite lazy, but 3 p.m. is pushing it. 3 p.m. is pushing it, meaning is too much. Pushing it.
Pushing it. Yeah, that's very good. That's very good. Yeah. Okay, so the next, Mavi's asked a good question, Charlie. This could be it. I was wondering what time your flight leaves. I was wondering what time your flight leaves.
Very nice. I was wondering what time your flight leaves. I was wondering. It's not that, because I'm not getting a flight to England. I'm driving all the way home in a big van, a Renault Master, if you want to know the brand, a long wheelbase, big van with lots of furniture in, and we're getting the ferry across to England.
Okay, so in that case, I was wondering what time your ferry leaves.
No, it's not that question. No, but it probably will be around that time. Yeah.
Was that a fake laugh?
That one was.
So Charlie's so good at fake laughing. We were just talking about his ability to do that today. So, okay, I'm going to have another guess. Could you tell me when Stacey's parents are arriving today? Could you tell me what time Stacey's parents are arriving today?
That's good. That's good. That's relevant to my life. I'll give you a clue. It's not necessarily relevant to now. It's more about British culture. And I'll say something else. 3 p.m. on Christmas Day.
Okay. I was wondering what time British people have lunch during on Christmas Day.
Getting close. Getting close.
Oh, I was wondering what time you open presents.
No, you can clearly tell that Harry doesn't do this tradition. I actually don't do it, but my parents used to, and they tried to make me. Guys, what do we know about British people, and what do you associate the first thing to a British person? What's the biggest, most obvious thing?
Oh, the Queen's speech. I was wondering what time the Queen's speech is emitted.
You could say emitted if you're really posh. I was wondering if you knew what time the Queen's speech starts.
Very good. Okay, that's really good. Yeah, you guys are definitely going to need this question. Write this question down, because when you come to England, you're going to need to ask this.
Shall I say it again? I was wondering if you knew what time the Queen's speech starts.
Okay, really good. So this is interesting because a couple of things have happened in this sentence. How would you ask that as a direct question, Charlie?
What time does the Queen's speech start?
Okay. Yeah, okay. Or could you say, do you know what time the Queen's speech starts?
Yes. Is that a little bit more indirect though? Do you know?
I guess so. I guess so. So here you've used the word if, right? I was wondering if you knew. So when we ask a yes/no question, like do you have the time, we need to use if you want to make it indirect. So we say, I was wondering if you had the time. But not only that, we also use the past tense if we're making it really indirect. I was wondering if you had the time. How strange is that? I was wondering if you had the time. And we're not using the auxiliary verb do. We're just using if and then the past tense. How weird.
Very, very strange. Very strange indeed.
Very strange. I'm going to watch the Queen's speech this year, Charlie. You know what my new hobby is?
Watching Queen's speeches?
Watching documentaries about the monarchy.
Really?
I'm serious. I've torn through about 4 documentaries in the last couple of days since getting back from Russia.
Wow. Okay. So Harry has torn through something. He has gone through something at a very quick speed, or he's gone through it in a short space of time.
Yes.
Tear through something. And we can use it a lot. We collocate it with media like films or TV series, particularly. Tear through a series.
Yeah, I'm crazy about it. I'm crazy. I never thought this day would come, but I'm actually really enjoying learning about the monarchy.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So we don't know much about that. You guys probably know more because yeah, you don't really look at what's in your back garden, as they say.
Unless there's a man stripping. Okay.
Is there?
So would you like my answer?
Yes. Let's go for your answer and hope that there's not a man in the back garden stripping.
Okay. I don't know, mate. I guess she's just a bit preoccupied at the moment.
Okay. Can we have it again?
Yeah. I don't know, mate. I don't know, mate. I guess she's just a bit preoccupied at the moment. So preoccupied means distracted. Preoccupied.
Okay. Okay, guys, so help me out. What do you think Harry is referring to? Who is she? I'm thinking she is Stacy. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she is my girlfriend. I don't know, mate. I guess she is a bit preoccupied at the moment.
Yeah.
Preoccupied, busy. She's a bit busy at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get an idea now. I'm a bit worried about having to guess it.
Yeah, she's thinking about other things, distracted. She's yeah. It's not the right time for her. So, Gozia's guess, would you mind telling me if she met with someone or if she has met with someone? So I guess has she met another person? But that's not the answer. It's not the answer.
Yeah. Also, preoccupied suggests that she's got a lot on her mind and she might not be doing something that I'm wanting her to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Hugh has said, if it's not too personal, why won't Stacey speak to you, Harry?
Oh, that's quite a good one, Hugh, because once I actually wrote a message to Stacey, quite a long message, and I gave her a recipe and she didn't reply.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. She's just a bit too busy.
But no, that's not the question.
Okay. And it's an indirect question, obviously, that I've got to think of, like the indirect clause. I was. Do you know why Stacey is? Do you know why Stacey isn't doing? I don't want to say.
Isn't doing what? Isn't doing what?
Do you know why Stacey isn't cooking my favorite meal at the moment?
Is cooking your favorite meal code for something else?
No, cooking my favorite meal.
I don't know, mate. I guess she's just a bit preoccupied at the moment. But no, that's not the question. But you're in the right ballpark. You're in the right ballpark, meaning you are close, but it's not about food. It's about another pleasure in life.
Okay, so but I had the tag at the beginning, the question indirect clause, correct?
Yeah, that would work. That would work. I think I was going for do you have any idea?
Do you have any idea? Okay. So guys, what could it be? Do you have any idea? ...
Yeah. So ballpark. You can say if someone is in the right ballpark, you're saying they are close when they are guessing, when they are estimating something. And we can have a ballpark guess, a ballpark estimate. I'm gonna make a ballpark estimate.
Nice. Okay. So okay. Do you know? Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea why Stacey isn't kissing me on the bottom?
Is that what she normally does?
Not saying that. Just giving you an idea.
Well, no, you're not saying it explicitly, but if you use that tense, why isn't she kissing me on the bottom? That suggests that she normally does it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Why isn't she doing what she used to do? Yeah. Why isn't she kissing me on the lips?
No, it's not. It's related to sexual intercourse.
Oh, do you have any idea why Stacey isn't putting out at the moment?
That's it. That's it. I didn't have that expression, but that's really good. To put out means to have sex with somebody, but to allow somebody else to have sex with you, kind of give your consent that you can have sex with them.
Yeah, to give your consent to sex. Yes.
Yeah. So you could say, oh, did she put out last night? Or did he put out? It normally tends to be the man who's trying to get it. So it's never like, I've never heard a girl say, oh, my husband won't put out.
No, but it is to do with mentality of that person trying. So it could go both ways.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. So the question is, do you have any idea why Stacey isn't putting out, isn't wanting to have sex right at the moment? So yeah, no idea, mate. I guess she's just a bit preoccupied with the move and everything.
Thanks for the advice. Yeah, I appreciate that on live. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, good.
No worries. I'm here for you. I am. When Stacey won't put out, I'm here to chat. Don't worry.
That's disgusting. Yeah, I'm here for you. That's quite nice. I'm here for you. Or you've got a shoulder to cry on.
Yeah, Charlie's got a shoulder to cry on. Here it is. So could you repeat the question again? One more time, sorry.
Have you any idea? Have you any idea? Is that what you said?
Yeah, do you have any idea?
Do you have any idea why Stacey isn't putting out at the moment?
Okay, there you go. Yeah, okay, so I'm just trying to think how I'm going to explain it. So how would you ask that as a direct question, Charlie?
Why isn't Stacey putting out at the moment?
There you go. And then indirect, we're going to invert it. We're going to change the order of the verb to be and the subject, Stacey. So why isn't Stacey putting out? Direct. I was wondering why Stacey isn't putting out. So we got to swap them around when we make it indirect, because we're using the verb to be, and that's what we need to do when we use the verb to be in an indirect question.
Okay. Thank you very much for using that as a good example for the grammar point. I'm happy to sacrifice my my dignity there. But yeah. So you've got to swap it around. Should we do one more?
Yeah, I think we should ask one more. We could give one more to them, and for their homework, they need to write into the comments what the question is. So this is your test to see that you have been listening. If you remember how to form these indirect questions. So remember, not using auxiliary verbs. Yes, no questions need to have if and the past tense. So see if you can remember that and put it into your own example. We're going to give you an answer now.
Very good, very good. Okay. And we didn't actually do this at the beginning. We were going to, but I'm going to send you in the chat right now a couple of examples of common indirect question clauses. There you go. So you could have fun with them. I have an answer. Shall I give them an answer, Harry?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. The answer is no way, mate. No way, mate. And there's a couple of other alternative options that could give you some language. We've talked about it in the past, probably. You could also say fat chance. Fat chance. Get stuffed. Get stuffed, mate. No way. No way. Or never gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
Nice. Nice. Okay, so that's just the answer. No way, mate. No way, mate.
Exactly. Yeah. So put your suggestions in the actual comments, not the chat, and we will give you the answer soon, and we will let you know if you got it right.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much. If you join us live or not, if you're watching this and it's not live, please do take part and drop us a comment. Make sure you like the video. If you have liked this, show us your support and share us on your social media. That's always good for us to find new subscribers, new learners of English to follow us. But thank you so much for joining us. Next time we do a live, Charlie, you'll be back in the UK, right?
Yes. Yeah, I'll be in the UK. We'll both be in the country. Yeah.
Lovely. And remember the Lingoda Language Marathon, the entry for that is closing soon. So if you really want to take your English to the next level with an amazing challenge that will help you progress massively in a short space of time, which is what we all want with language. We want it to be quick. We want to get better quicker. This is a great chance to do that. So just check the links and the codes in the description box below about instructions on how to sign up to the Lingoda Language Marathon. But until next time, have a lovely rest of week and take care of yourself. Goodbye.